Welcome to Night Ember, where we ignite your spirit when the world feels dark. The compass came to me on a night when the sea was black as ink, and the sky swallowed the stars behind an endless shroud of storm clouds. I stood alone on the deck of the Mariner's Hope, my boots slick with seawater, my hands trembling from something beyond the cold. The ocean whispered secrets I wasn't meant to hear. Then, I saw it. A flicker of gold tangled in the driftwood and seaweed washed upon the ship's edge. I reached down, my fingers brushing against something unnaturally cold. It was a compass, old, ornate, its brass casing etched with swirling patterns that shifted in the dim lantern light as if alive. But it wasn't the craftsmanship that held me captive. It was the needle. It didn't point north. It pointed to her. Clara, I whispered, the name tasting of salt and sorrow. 5 years, 5 long years since she vanished, leaving behind nothing but a note and an ache that never faded. Turning the compass over, I saw the inscription, "To find what is lost, follow the needle. But beware, for every path has its price." I should have hurled it into the abyss, let the waves devour it. But grief is a cruel mistress, and longing a sharper blade. So I followed the needle. The world around me twisted. The ship dissolved. The storm unraveled into streaks of silver and shadow, and the ocean swallowed me whole. When I opened my eyes, I stood barefoot on a sunlit shore. The sea lapped at my feet, golden sand stretching toward a familiar laughter carried by the wind. And there she was. Clara. Kneeling by a sandcastle, her hands moved with the same precision she once used to build our life together. Her smile was untouched by time. "Clara?" My voice cracked. She looked up, eyes widening. "Jack? What are you doing here?" I didn't know. I couldn't explain. The compass burned in my palm, but I clutched it tighter. "I missed you." She stood, brushing sand from her hands. "I missed you too." For hours we talked, as if time had never stolen her away, but the air felt too still. The sun never dipped beyond the horizon. Then it came, a pull, not physical, but something deeper, a grip on my very existence. "No," I whispered. "Not yet." The world crumbled, Clara's form dissolving like mist. I woke gasping on the ship's deck. The compass trembled violently before settling, the needle now pointing west. I followed. This time, I stood amidst a bustling city, the scent of coffee and autumn leaves filling the air. My heart pounded as I scanned the crowd, and then I saw her, Clara, only she wasn't alone. She walked arm in arm with a man I had never seen, her laughter ringing like a bell. She leaned into him the way she once did with me. "Clara," I called. She turned, her expression frozen between shock and guilt. "Jack?" The man looked between us, sensing something unspoken, something broken. "What are you doing here?" she asked, a tremor in her voice. I had no answer. Her eyes softened, but she stepped back. "Jack, you have to let me go." Her words cut deeper than any blade. The tug returned. This time, I let it take me. Each time I followed the compass, I found another version of her. In one world, she waited for me beneath the willow tree where we once made promises. In another, she wept beside a grave with my name upon it. With each journey, I grew weaker. The compass was taking something from me. And yet, I couldn't stop. Then, in the final journey, I found a version of Clara who stared at me with sorrow. "You don't love me anymore, Jack," she whispered. "You just don't want to be alone." The words struck me like thunder. Had I been chasing her, or was I running from my own emptiness? Remember, even the smallest flame can push back the darkness. Then I saw her, not young, not laughing, but older, her hair streaked with gray. Her eyes were heavy with sorrow. "Jack," she whispered. "You have to stop. It isn't real. It's tearing you apart." "But I can't let you go," I choked out. She stepped forward, placing her hand over mine. "You have to, or you'll lose yourself completely." The compass pulsed. The pull was stronger than before, more violent. It was no longer guiding me. It was consuming me. I barely had the strength to resist. I awoke once more on the mariner's hope, the compass still in my grasp. But this time, the needle was still. It pointed east, toward the past I could never reclaim. I stood, walking to the ship's edge. The water below was calm, reflecting the glow of stars. A flock of birds soared free above me, disappearing into the endless sky. I lifted the compass, feeling its weight one last time. Then, with a final breath, I let it fall. The brass gleamed once before vanishing into the abyss. The ocean swallowed its secret, and I turned away. Sometimes letting go of the past doesn't mean loss. It means making way for a better future. But here's the question. Is there something from your past that you're still holding on to? And is it time to finally let it go? If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to let us know you want more stories like this. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next chilling tale from Night Ember. And share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever struggled to let go of something? Night Ember is always here to keep your fire burning.